Well, these sort of things happen when
And we
you just
must
got
all
to
learn from
experiment.
them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely, guys. The thing is, you talk about this game. I think you've got some people out there that play the game. A lot of us have got all their lives. I've got two jobs. I work as a lecturer at the local uni, and I work as a director in a different organisation. I've got my daughter from a separated family. I've got my lady, my training arts, my martial arts, I should say, and all the rest of it. And this is my get away from life. This is the get away from the stress.
Yeah,
I want all that game battles bollocks. And I know Paul wants the WGL to be a well organised, tight knit community of respectful clans, and I hope that TFC, so vodka, but I hope TFCM don't build a reputation of becoming moaners because we're nothing but losses when they happen.
no.
So how do you feel when you lose?
When we lose, well, if I
Yeah,
die a lot, I do get annoyed. People, those that UW Ultimate Warriors. We played against them. Every time I got shot, I just went, "How is that possible? Oh, for fuck's sake!" And every time I died, I was like, "Oh!" I was just screaming. I was even screaming, "What the hell are you doing?"
yeah, I
And it
know
was
it.
all my fault. And I say that it was totally my fault for shouting all the time like that. And
Do you prefer the core or the hardcore?
do you know what? When I started in Call of Duty 4 really late. It was about a month before World came out.
I'm with you, bad. I'm with you, bad.
Yeah,
Exactly the same.
and I was on core all the time. And when I went into hardcore, when I went into World at War, I said to myself, to hardcore. I'm never going to play anything else.
See, I remember we were playing you guys in season 1,
Mhm.
and we were playing Water Reality with Jet and Mel in it. And we're a hardcore setup. It's no secret.
Mhm.
And during pre-season in this one, I thought we'd improved in core,
Yeah.
but I'm very much a hardcore player. That might be given, but I'm a hard position where I shoot people once and I want them to die.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't mind being shot once and dying, but what infuriates me is when
Yeah.
you're playing core and 5 times and they don't die, they shoot you once and you die. It must be my inability to set myself up a decent core class, and what I do wrong is I've got a narrow-minded view. I'm one of these people that has like 17 different setups. I'm pretty much narrow-minded in that respect.
Well,
It's my weakness.
yeah. Well, since we're doing this and we've got 8 minutes left, by the way, I'm going to tell you two guns you can have on, with either having on the silencers, or you can take off stopping power completely and put whatever you want on it. Is the Tar, which is an amazing gun. If you have stopping power and put silencer on, you're basically using it with stopping power, without stopping power, using cold blooded instead, and not using a silencer. It's still that is such a strong weapon.
Is it better than the Scar?
Yeah, I think the Scar is quite close to it because you can use that with the silencer as well.
Because I was using the ACR in core. That's how bad I am.
The ACR, that is the ultimate anti-sniper gun. If you want to take a sniper out, you use the ACR.
Yeah. See, I
Except
like
for
that.
me.
I like that medium and long-term accuracy.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm one of these people that takes people out short-term, medium-term, and long-term. The problem I've got is the power of the gun.
Mm-hmm. This another real clarification that just came up. The late week, when you're supposed to confirm your matches, there's people that don't confirm them fast enough.
The thing is, this season there's a setup whereby there's a forum put in place whereby it's very, very simple to set your games up. And I don't think there's really any excuses. It takes a few seconds of time. Like, for example, we discussed at the beginning of the season, our aim is to have our match on Thursday, so everyone make sure they're free on the Thursday from 9 p.m. And that's where I arrange all our games for. I don't think there's excuses for not arranging your matches on time and publishing, such especially with the betting scene that Mel's put in place.
Yeah.
So people really need to make sure that they arrange their matches with plenty of time.
I totally agree with that. I've had a wee look at it, and it does look pretty simple to do. I don't have to do that because I'm not in the squad leader or deputy, so.
And this is where people don't understand, especially those players that, and don't get me wrong, as important as anyone else, but just basically gamers within a clan. It takes a lot of effort to be a team leader. then it takes more effort to be a clan leader. But when you're in a league or you're part of a team that runs a league, then that takes even work. People have to respect the time that, for example, and the rest of the admin team put in to make the clan work, and they need to. It's as simple as that, really. Just the 6 players.
Well, I think most people don't do this, and then Paul has to work double time when they do this. We don't see enough of them. We do see them, but we don't see them as much as we used to when we play games. And I think that's becoming quite stressful for him now. And I was in his first prestige. Lisa's got higher than that, Noah. But we didn't plan. She didn't think she was going to prestige, and then she decided to do it. But Paul's on his first prestige, and Lisa's on her second.
Listen, Jack, I'm exactly the same. I'm not on their third prestige, and I haven't prestiged because Paul more than myself. But we have to put a lot of work in. I mean, you look at all the updates. There are times where, and don't get me wrong, all of the programming. I'm merely there, and you see the write-ups that we do, and that's really for the write-ups aren't something that we have to. The write-ups are there for people to enjoy the league.
Yeah.
And all that work that's put into everything is why we expect the people to make sure that they're on time into league matches, that they follow the rules, and that they arrange their thing on team.
Yeah.
On time, sorry. And you come back to the fact that the prestige thing is because I haven't got time to play the game as much as I used to, because it takes a lot of work.
It really does.
And that's why I don't appreciate people coming in and putting their nose into business that really has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
And that's why Knight's thing upset me a little bit. And I'm not one to get upset. I'm not a pretender. I'm not a little man. And and Fire were, it wasn't ideal last night. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, have you ever actually taken a look at all the structure that he's put into it? If you go into the site and press right click somewhere, and then go to View Source, over there, and it should open up somewhere, and it's just letters and numbers.
Exactly, and I do none of that, guys, man. That is purely one person, and don't get me wrong, me and Paul have our disagreements as such, because I think it's important for one of my responsibilities as advocate. When this is made, I will question them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And where I do some of the updates and I'll do the write-ups, and that's my position to bring lots of people on board. So he makes the best decision, not for what he wants things to be, but for the league to be for all of the clans. But I couldn't program anything. So that's all down to one person, which is why for you guys, he's not there as much as he used to be.
Yeah. Well, we're
sure
so organised now that we're okay, because we get Lisa organises our matches. Ash is co-leader, don't know what he does. Largo does some write-ups, and now we've got John over.
From Evil Dead.
Yeah, Evil Dead. Oh yeah, that's his gamer tag.
Evil Dead or Resident Evil, whatever he wants to call himself, and he came over from TZA.
Yes,
from his American setup.
Mm-hmm. Did indeed.
Do you enjoy playing with him?
At first, I couldn't tell the difference between him and Largo.
I find Evil Dead.
I would love to have his voice.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't stand to have his voice, and my voice is bad enough.
It's like, was it you that called it monotone?
No, I called Paul monotone. Yeah. I think he's complete monotone. I struggle with his voice. That's why I have no problem talking to him on MSN, because I can't hear it.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to wrap this up with something nice and fun about somebody. Let's pick a member of the month, of the week. Yeah, every 2 weeks, right? Clan member of every 2 weeks.
Clan of the fortnight.
Yeah, for fortnight.
Right, okay, a few seconds to go through them.
Yep. You pick one.
Okay, I know what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at who I should be in the Division 3 All-Stars.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to look at.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
That's where I'm going, and I'm obvious. You know who I'm going to go for, because he is quality.
Okay, yeah, I've got mine. I've got 30 seconds.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, go
for it.
First. Mine's is Cool Whip, because they've gotten 0%. Your turn.
My name is Aftershock, because let me tell you, this guy quality, mate. I wouldn't want to take him one-on-one. He might play for lead, but this guy is quality.
Right. That was WGL first episode. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.